And Leeds is full of alleys. And down one of these alleys, you'll find Whitelocks. Look at the riot of colour. Look at those tiles. And then, what a rest and what a welcome this place is on a windy day when you come in from the streets. Whitelocks, I suppose, in origin, maybe 18th century or earlier. But mostly what one sees here is Victorian and a little bit later. I think wherever you look, you see things have been cared for and polished, and you're obviously in the north of England. It's a city dining rooms with a bar mixed. I mean, look at that. Brasswork, like you get on a roundabout, box pews, and let's treat the place like a church. I mean, there, the stained glass and the Harvest Festival display above it. And more than that, the lettering on mirrors and the names of firms that have long since been amalgamated with other firms. And then the stained glass in the windows too. Spenfield Wheatwood, which is the kind of Wimbledon on the north side of Leeds, and it was built in 1877. And inside here, you'd think you're in a church, wouldn't you? This is the staircase hall. Above me are man's pursuits in the open air, and to right and left of me there are women's work shown in the home. The woman's place was in the home. Every detail is expensive. It was built for the Oxley family. They were bankers. And really it's worth looking at the detail. Even here in the staircase hall, no expense spared. Look at the browns and yellows of this inlaid wood. Leeds brass for this splendid lamp standard. Gas originally there, and from the woods round Leeds, hand-carved plants. But that's only one little bit of this amazing collection of expensive detail. It's very nice to see money spent and enjoyed in this way. And the architect was Corson, who did the Grand Theatre, Leeds. Come downstairs and see some more. The last of the Oxleys left this house in 1948. And until then, gas lights and everything, it was a private house full of furniture, trophies of the chase, and a few books, and detail everywhere, which has been carefully preserved. I mean, look at it there. Aberdeen granite here, local stone here for these leaves. And then by a great bit of luck, and foresight too, the Leeds Corporation gave this house over to the Waterworks department. And the Waterworks people, being engineers, appreciated what was well made, and they've kept it all. So you'll see some of their things about in it, but if you come over to here, the other side of the hall, you'll go to the ladies' part, which is the withdrawing room, which is really unbelievable. And thank goodness it's still as it was. Come and look. There you are. This was redesigned for the ladies as a drawing room in 1888 by George Faulkner Armitage. And I think the influence on him must have been the famous Peacock Room by Whistler, which was down in Chelsea. And he brought it, a version of it here to Leeds. Oriental china, it was a great time for collecting that. And these brackets all along the top here were for the display of Oriental china. And the grandest china of all was to be in this cabinet, which is part of the design. And you'll notice that the leading here in the glass suggests peacock feathers and is very elaborate. And you'll see again peacock colouring in these panels, gold, green and blue. And a lot of care over detail to how to keep dust off the books. Look, a hinged flap. But the pièce de résistance of the room was the fireplace. Peacock feathers above it, inlaid wood, satin wood, walnut, rosewood. And then look at that for an Art Nouveau gas fire, or pre-Art Nouveau. And look at the hearth that goes with it in coloured marble. In this amazing room, I think the only survival of Corson's more robust design is the ceiling and that wonderful gas bracket there made of looks like thistles in copper. But you'll get back to the peacock room again with the stained glass along the tops of the windows. Oh, how fashionable and marvellous it must have seemed in 1890 to the ladies of Leeds when they came here and felt themselves in touch, however grey and dark it was outside, felt themselves in touch with Paris, the world of art in Bond Street and Chelsea. And if you want to see really elaborate work of the same date by Armitage, look at that door plate as I go out. Welcome the coming. Speed the parting guest.